Here it is. It's time for our Spring Forecast 2017. I'm meteorologist Jacqueline Woodall. Joining me is our chief meteorologist, Chris Scott. Time for the big reveal, Chris.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a wacky winter across much of the lower 48, and we expect at least the first part of spring to look a bit like where we just come through winter. So, think of the northwest U.S. and maybe you haven't had snow where you are, but up towards Whatcom County, that's just north of Seattle, Bellingham, record amount of snow. We've had so many big storms, and that's because it's been a bit colder than normal. So that precipitation that would normally fall as rain has been snow. Still some of that cool air, but wow, one of the big stories you've been tracking, Jacqueline, has been the heat. 90s, upper 90s that we saw in Oklahoma in February.
In February, people wearing shorts and t-shirts. I don't think anybody was complaining. So do we see that continue? I mean, it looks like we do.
It looks like it overall, but here's the thing. We're projecting over a 3-month period, so this is an average. We could see an early freeze somewhere across the deep south. And because the vegetation is really ahead of schedule, you have to be concerned about that if we get 1 or 2 shots of Arctic air. But overall, this is a warmer than normal spring across most of the east.
That's something to watch. I'm glad you brought that up. You're right, some tender vegetation. We're going to talk a little bit about how much rainfall we get right across the nation too. Let's start in the north.
So the storm track here coming out of Colorado, those Pacific systems cross the Rockies and then move through the Midwest. And this looks to be wetter than normal from the UP of Michigan back through the northern tier, but severe weather. This could be a major story. Hey, it's spring. This is when we get our big storms and tornadoes, but this is the setup that could give us more than we usually see.
Above average. Okay. How about the deep south? We're looking at the potential for a drier pattern after a fairly dry winter.
And that could mean wildfires in Florida. So this is a big story we'll be monitoring here at the Weather Network. Check out our website at theweathernetwork.com for more details.